All right, so now we need to start using the styrofoam. The styrofoam is actually called foam core board, and kind of a cool material. And it's lightweight. And what it is I'm going to take a scrap here. It's paper on both sides with a piece of styrofoam in the center. And when we're cutting it, you are not cutting all the way through. All you're doing is cutting a straight line, and nothing cut underneath. All you're doing is cutting the top paper. And by doing that, you can just snap it, all right? And we're gonna be marking the bottom, and you wanna draw a perfectly 90-degree line. And that piece of wood that we have is what we're gonna use to draw that. So you can have it set on the table, nice and tight, or if you just squeeze it and make sure that the bottom of the wood and the bottom of the styrofoam, and if we have a mark here, and we have them lined up, when I draw a pencil mark, that pencil mark, that's gonna be 90 degrees, and it's important to have it 90 degrees, all right? And if you're cutting with a serrated knife, just carefully cut the top edge, and then slowly cut down, cut to the bottom, slowly cut up, and you're not cutting all the way through. Nothing on the other side, it's just the paper, and you snap it. That's all you gotta do. Kinda neat, huh? All right, so what you're gonna do is we're gonna do that first wall. And so that number 1 wall. So very carefully, you get your styrofoam, and right where that dot is, you put the corner of your foam core board. Then slide this over and put a gentle pencil mark, one small pencil mark where that other dot is. Gotta see that other dot, all right? So from here to that other dot, looks like I'm off just a little bit. I'm gonna come in some. All right, put a mark. I'm gonna take my piece of wood. I'm gonna set it on here and draw that like so. I can take my knife. I can gently cut just the paper. Do not cut all the way through. And you snap it, and that's gonna fit perfectly in that space. All right, we're not cutting all the way through. And I want to remember what this is, so I'm going to put a real small number 1 there. Now I'm going to go to number 2, and same thing. So very carefully have that dot right where that pencil mark is. And then come over and put a little mark where the other dot is. Take your piece of wood, line it up so you can draw a 90-degree line. 90-degree line. Carefully cut just the paper. Snap. We have wall 1 and 2. Put a little number 2 on here. Go to the next one. And we're just going to do this all the way around. All right, so again, my dot with the line. Come over to the next dot, put a little mark. Come on over. All the way. Cut gently. Snap. Number 3. And the styrofoam is not going to be long enough to get all the way around. So we'll have 2 different styrofoams, and you will have to cut this to the right length. All right, you'll have to cut this to the right length. Be very careful, that's 90 degrees. Snap. That's number 3, that's number 4, and number 5. Where's my dot? I don't see my dot. There's my dot. Pencil mark dot, dot, make a little pencil mark. Block of wood. And this one, we're gonna cut all the way off. So to cut it all the way off, do the exact same thing. We didn't do anything different yet. Snap it, flip it over, and now you have a little crease. And that little crease, we can come in and carefully cut that off. Nice cut. And we're halfway around, and do the same thing for the other half. All right, and that's how you cut styrofoam.